Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to the second week of GSA Forever, and the final week, for the 2 weeks I usually do. Don't worry, GSA is not stopping. It will not be stopping for pretty much a couple, till I literally decide to stop doing YouTube. I don't know when I'm gonna stop, but I'm gonna keep going on with YouTube as much as I can. But, the week, one thing I want to get straight, 1 week before school, I will not, okay, so the week before school, I will not be doing anything on YouTube. I just want to let you guys know ahead of time, and I will keep you guys updated in case something changes or something different will happen. I will let you guys know what's going on through YouTube and everything else. And I really should be wearing my other one that makes me look like Kyler, but I think I'll slap on my red thing. The only reason I'm wearing a sweatshirt is because I don't know what was going on, but I'm always freezing cold. And I just closed my vent last night, so I think that's one reason. It's like I could not handle the coldness. Even when I was under my blankets, my toes were like frozen. Like my whole foot was frozen. And just to let you guys know, I actually made a new rubber band. These are called the Barefoot flip-flops. But I don't want to waste any more time. The song we just did is it's Glee and it's Wrecking Ball. And I'm not sure what episode. I think this is from a Katie and the Gaga, I think. I'm not sure. But, yesterday was Sunday, and we just got done with, chapter 19 of The New Kid, and now we're doing chapter 1 of The Stepbrother, of My Stepbrother. So, here we go. Chapter 14. I think. No, chapter 21. I felt Corey go tumbling off me, and despite the pain in my first incident was to find Corey and defend him against whatever just hit me. I could hear Zeke and Sammy shouting, but I couldn't quite make out what they were saying. My head was stammering so damn bad. Corey, I managed. Corey, are you okay? He was lying partially under me, looking up in terror. I looked up as well. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. The question was, let me read the last paragraph. I'm so stupid. I'm sorry about this. Corey, you're dumb, Corey, I said and laughed. He shook his head. Nope, he said joyfully. Yes, you are. Before I could finish speaking, a sharp pain erupted in the back of my head, and I was knocked sideways to the grass. Chapter 21. I felt Corey go tumbling off me, and despite the pain my first intention was to find Corey and defend him against what had just hit me. I could hear Zeke and Sammy shouting, but I couldn't quite make out what they were saying. My head was hurting so damn bad. Corey, I managed. Corey, are you okay? He was lying partially under me, looking up in terror. I looked up as well, and my eyes widened as Roger went to hit me again. Corey scrambled out from under me and yanked me out of the way of Roger's fist. Corey and I got to our feet and stumbled back together. Get away from us, I stammered. I snapped, standing in front of Corey to block him. You little shit, I'm gonna kill you for doing that to my daughter, Roger snarls, advancing at me and Corey. Roger took a swing at me and I let him. If I ducked, he would hit Corey in the face. His fist collided with the side of my head, and I fell to the ground. Corey, get out of here, I snapped as I ducked away from another blow. Roger, get away from my son, my dad screamed furiously, coming out of the front door of the house. Get away from Trace. Roger hit me in the face and I fell backwards, blood flowing steadily out of my nose now. I brought my sleeve out to catch it, a little dazed. Dad tackled Roger and pinned him to the ground. What the hell is wrong with you? Why are you hitting my son like that? He screamed. He took my daughter's virginity. Your worthless, good for nothing excuse of a son fucked my daughter, Roger cried furiously. Dad's face paled. He stood up and helped Roger up. Calm down, get away from my house and my son. If I ever, and I mean ever, see you anywhere near Trace, I will fucking kill you. Do you hear me? I said, his voice deadly calm. Roger glared and spit on me. Dad didn't hesitate to punch him in the face. I mean it, Roger. Get away. I'll handle my son, and you handle your daughter. It's raining, and I don't want my boys to get sick out here. So leave and don't come back unless you want me to beat you within an inch of your fucking life. You scumbag. Dad's still calm. You got lucky. You got lucky, you sorry fucker. You got so goddamn lucky. Roger hissed before storming away from the house. Dad came over and helped me up. He silently led Corey, Zeke, and Sammy into the house. He handed me a tissue for my nose and glanced at Corey and my friends. I suspected you had trace. I'm not gonna yell at and kill you because that wouldn't change anything. Instead, you and I are gonna have a nice talk about this, okay? Right now, your friends can hang down here for a little. Let's go, Trace. Dad said that calm, serene to scare me a little. He put his arm around my shoulder and led me out of the room and up to my bedroom. He gave me a gentle shove towards the bed, and as he shut my door, he turned to face me. I mentally groaned and realized how fucked I was as soon as I got the look in his eyes. Corey's point of view. Do you think Brandon have killed him yet? Zeke asked as we watched TV. An hour had passed and we hadn't heard any screaming or fighting yet. Sammy shrugged. Probably. Dude, if my parents ever found out I had done something like that, they would kill me on the spot. Fuck, calm talk. It would be a vicious murder, he said, and shuddered. That's why I ain't even risking it till I'm married. What about your parents? Sammy asked after a moment of silence. What would they do? He glanced at me and Zeke. Sammy actually seemed like a nice guy. Like a nice enough guy. I had a feeling that he only got violent to impress the other two guys. Sammy kind of reminds me of a teddy bear. My parents would tear me limb for limb, Zeke said. Simply and laughed. Virginity all the way, man. I'd rather not die just to have sex. They both looked at me and shrugged innocently. I don't know. I guess my mom would be pretty pissed. I don't know. I don't think she'd kill me, though. I said, what about your dad? Like, obviously, live with Brandon, but what would your biological dad do? Sammy asked curiously. Zeke bit his lip and glanced at me, apologizing. My dad died when I was a little kid, I said, with a small smile. Sammy's face heated up. Oh, I'm sorry. He said nervously. It's okay. It's not like I would know, I said with a shrug and a silent laugh. We heard Trace's bedroom door open, and we all paused and glanced at the stairs eagerly as Brandon came downstairs. He killed Trace. I knew it. Poor guy. Rest in peace, Zeke whispered. Brandon smiled politely at us. Hello, boys. Sorry to hold Trace up. He and I aren't done talking just yet. Don't worry. He's still alive. Just need to show him a few things, he said. Rambling through and pulling out something out of a cabinet, he winked at us and went back upstairs. Oh my god, he's pissed. Poor Trace. He's really gonna hurt him. Zeke groaned, staring at the stairs. I cannot say that. As Brandon disappeared up them. I don't get it. What did he just do? Why are you giving us to stare the sympathetic look? I'm so confused, I whined. That was a photo album I saw once when we were younger. It had pictures from Brandon's wedding with his first wife until at the time that Trace was about 1 or 2. Trace is really sensitive about his mom, and Brandon is going to use that against him. Zeke explained and frowned deeply. That's just really mean. I don't care how mad Brandon is. That's a low blow. We waited anxiously. About 5 minutes passed before Trace's voice exploded out of the bedroom and down the stairs, making all of us cringe. I said, stop it! His door slammed open, and then Trace was storming down the stairs. He came into the living room and dropped next to me. Trace, I'm not done with you. Get back here, Brandon said, coming down the stairs and glaring at Trace. No, I'm done with you. I said it. I get it, Dad. No more sex. I shouldn't have done it. I get it. You don't have to be a bitch to me about it. Trace snapped furiously, angrily. Angrier than I have ever seen him before. Trace, upstairs, now, Brandon said. Trace's eyes flashed dangerously. Why? So you can tell me how kids fucked up your life so you can remind me why my mom left? Is that all you want to do? I get it, Dad. I'm sorry. I'm not the reason your wife left you. It's not my fault I was born. Pain slipped into his voice. and he jumped up and rushed out of the house without looking back for any of us. Brandon pulled the side door open. Trace! Trace! Get back here, he called, as Trace made his way into the woods. Shit! I didn't mean for him to think that, he said miserably, shutting the door and dropping out of the chair miserably. I never wanted him to think that. I stood up and pat Brandon on the back. I'll go get him, I said brightly. Brandon shot me a thankful look. And Corey, let him know I didn't mean that. He won't talk to me unless he's calm. And I don't want him to think that he was the reason why his mom left. It was all my fault, he whispered. I nodded and left out the side door and went up to the woods to look around for Trace. I see no sign of him. I guess I'll just have to keep my clothes on. Wouldn't want to get perved on. Now, if there was someone here, that would be difficult, like a visible audience for my stripping, I called that casually. Corey, shut up, Trace's voice grumbled. I walked over and found him sitting behind a tree, hugging his knees, and sat next to him and smiled softly. How about you hug me instead? I'm getting pretty jealous of your legs, I said, and stuck out my tongue at his knees. Trace rolled his eyes and released his knees. I snuggled into him, arm, kissing his cheek. Trace, I swear, he didn't mean for you to think that. He's really upset now, I said with a frown. More upset than Pikachu when Ash got turned into stone. I don't even remember that. I think that was the only thing that made me cry as a child. Trace said without a bitter laugh, a fucking movie. That and my mom left. I hate her so much, but she was my mom. I try not to think about why she left, but I guess it's all my fault. It was fine until I came along. I hugged him tighter and kissed him. Trace, it wasn't your fault. If she didn't want a child, she wouldn't have had one, I said. I sighed and rested my head on his shoulder. I didn't cry when my dad died. Didn't cry at his funeral or at his wake. Didn't cry once for him. I just cried for the lack of sympathy I had at his death. I was ashamed of myself for not crying. So ashamed that I did cry. Does that make sense? Trace nodded. Surprisingly, it does, which is weird because you never make sense. I guess you and I are just a couple of fucked up kids, huh? Our parents just love something more than us, and it hurts us, he said with a sigh. Trace, you're so hurt from your mom. I can just tell by looking at you and listening to you. I don't think you ever even realized it, I said quietly. Maybe I didn't, but neither did my dad. Either way, it doesn't matter. When I'm with you, Corey, I just don't give a fuck anymore. I really don't. I don't get how you can make me feel like this, he said silently, pressing his lips onto mine. Because I'm Corey, duh, bitch. I cried and slapped him in the forehead. He rubbed his forehead and glared at me. You know how to ruin the moment, Corey, he said. He grumbled and smiled innocently. No, I just know how to kiss a Trace, I said, and brought my lips up to his, and kissing him deeply, he pulled me closer and kissed me back. Trace, let's go back inside. I think Brandon is calm now, and I feel bad for leaving Zeke and Sammy in there like that. Even though Sammy did try to help break my face, which isn't very nice. I wouldn't look good modeling a broken face. Oh my gosh, he's really stupid. Wow, this video is going on long. This video is going to be a little bit longer for you guys. This one is a kind of a special treat for you. Maybe I'd get breast implants and to make up for it, and then I'd be so distracted from my marvelous tats that we wouldn't even notice my broken face. Who are they? I have no clue, so don't ask me. I am rambling. Oopsies. Oh, does saying that make me gay? Man, I hung. Trace slapped a hand over my mouth and beat his head against a tree, groaning in annoyance. Well, if that was annoying with beating my head against a tree, why the hell did he keep doing that? Gosh, Trace was so stupid sometimes, and sexy. Oh hey, sexy and stupid both start with the same letter as. I'm just so clever. How far am I? Okay, almost done. We got up and he kissed me inside. You're so stupid and annoying. You drive me crazy at the end of the week. But it's rain, my ass is wet, and I want to go back inside and take a hot shower, he said. Alone, he added, when he saw me hungry expression. I pouted and kissed him again. Before we started down the hill, I followed him and two of us went back in the house together. Trace hopefully feeling better. Others know, because I am a comment and vote whore, if this chapter gets 50 comments and 100 votes, I will upload a long chapter, 8 to 9 pages, of their first date. Go comment, vote, and do for the sake of Corey and Trace. Yes, admire my comment and vote worthless. So that was the end of this chapter. Okay, I have to go because I want to go outside before it gets too late, and I will see you guys tomorrow. May the odds... Okay, it's okay, just that's the GSA. Mwah!